be wondering, Marshall, how are you going to follow up with all these promises of chaos, of disorder? Well, as you can see, we've covered the stage with Mousetraps. And this is for one of my favorite games. It is a game fittingly called Mousetraps. I saw you mouth it, smart man. So for this game, I'm going to need Brayden and Gabe to the front.
Yeah.
Now, you might think Mousetraps, that's kind of perilous, but we're not mice, we're not going to fall for that. Well, what if they were blindfolded? Is that chaotic enough? Are you Team Marshall or Team Matt?
I don't know yet.
Team Matt! That's fair, I haven't done my half yet, but you will by the end of this. All right, their shoes are off, their eyes are covered. Let's make sure they can't see. Okay, they can't see. Yeah, tie it nice and tight.
Oh, hi.
Alrighty, so.
Is it like food?
Once we have their blindfolds properly on, I will need a suggestion from you, the audience. And I just want a suggestion, a simple one. What is a relationship between these two that's familial?
They're both men.
Psychologist and patient.
That's true by definition. What?
Psychologist and patient.
We're going to take just the word psychology. Throw it out the window. Psychology, that is your suggestion. Players, are you ready?
Yes!
Well, Doctor, after 5 of my friends who don't know each other told me I needed to see a therapist, I figured I should finally make the appointment.
Son, it's about time. Come on in here. Get right over it. Come on.
I don't know, Doc. I feel pretty anxious.
Don't make me come over there. 1,
Oh,
2, you need to learn how to behave.
you know what? You've come halfway, so I guess I should make an effort to come
Make
to
an
the
effort
other
to
half.
come right here.
Yes.
Sit on my large chair. You lay down on these chairs. You see? Lay down.
Lay down. Oh, well,
Lay down.
I guess you are the therapist.
That's right. Now lay down. And now all the way down. Now,
This is more comfortable.
it is. Now, I hate to just on you.
Doctor, I don't like physical touch that much. Could you?
I have to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness! I think there's fleas in here. No, they're everywhere.
This is a terrible first therapist experience.
This is also the only game of improv that requires deconstruction. For those of you who didn't hear that, Gabe's socks are just a little more holy now. Alright, this next game is another game of chaos because we don't know what's happening, because you wrote all of the suggestions for us. Now you might say, but Marshall, we always give you suggestions for a scene. And so then I say, alrighty, for this game, which we've been trying to rename recently, we're not sure if it's stuff from a hat, LOL, Improv, XD, make them laugh, make them laugh, make them laugh, or whatever it might be. Basically, I have a hat, and this hat has a bunch of one-words in it. Now our players will try to make each other laugh. And for this, we need all the players to the front. Alrighty, and if one of them laughs, I want you to boo them off stage because that's your job, not theirs. Alrighty. Players, are you ready? Your suggestion is flag. Alright, next. Your word is honey lemon.
Oh, honey lemon!
That's what I like to call you and what I like to be called.
Well, that's what I wish to call you. We are both honey lemons together.
So we are the plural of hummy lemon. We are the hummy let us.
I don't think you know what the word means. You're making it up.
Alright, your word is pumpernickel.
Oh, yeah.
Pumpernickel! Come here! I baked you a cake of...
Father, why? Father, you have never loved me or my cakes or my pumpernickel rye.
Matt, that's because no one loves you. Get out of here. He did it to me. Alright, your word is beans.
Ah, beans! Help me, please! Stupid mother. Child! Ready?
Your word is manuscript.
I completed the manuscript, you see?
Shoot me!
The word is scarf.
I'll get it off soon.
The word is moist.
My, this weather sure is inclement.
Game. And for those of you whose words were chosen by a lottery ticket, it's probably the same odds. All right, next up, we have a game that I personally enjoy because it really gets you guys truly involved in the game. This is a game called Moving Bodies, and for this, I'm going to need Andrew and Noelle, players to the front. Because whenever we say players to the front, we get hype. Remember that, it's your key phrase. It will unlock all of my sleeper agents in the crowd. Okay, for this game of moving bodies, you might wonder, moving who? Bodies, these bodies to be precise, and we need two of you to do it. Our players cannot move at all by themselves, so we need one of you, each of them, to do all of their movements for the game. I need two brave volunteers. Wow, Katie, you look like you don't want to. Get up here. 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 Fine. Fine, you're standing up. You get up here.
For the record, Team Matt would never make you do what you didn't want to do.
Well, great. She's not doing it. All right, I need a second person. You look excited. All right, come up on the stage. Go ahead and choose your player. Now, you have to do everything you can to make them move. And you might wonder, how can I make them walk around? Just tap the back of their legs to make them walk. That's the easiest way. Other than that, you have to move them, make all of the movements that would happen in the game. Pretty self-explanatory. Alrighty, so now we need a suggestion. Give me a suggestion of something slightly larger than the average carpet square.
Beanstalk. Elephant. Toaster.
Beanstalk. Your suggestion is beanstalk. Oh yeah, put them in positions that have to do with beanstalk. Starting positions, go. Move them around. Do what you do. Let's practice. Very nice, good. All right, players, your suggestion is beanstalk. Are you ready?
Yes. I found this magical golden harp at the top of the beanstalk.
Oh, Oh, shoot me! Oh, I just want to. Oh, that sounds beautiful. I applaud you, sir. Oh,
Encore, I must say.
I'm going to try playing it now myself.
You wouldn't believe the giants I had to kill to get this thing.
Oh, really?
Yes!
More about
Really?
bring.
Oh, so good! The music to my ears!
Oh, thank you. I will try.
It must be magic because you have little musical talent.
Oh, Richard.
Oh no! I should have covered my mouth and not said that. I guess it's too.
You can't.
Wait. Don't move. You want to know a secret? You've dug your own graves, you two. Memorize what position they're in, and you will switch places for the rest of the scene. So both of you take the position of the person you were moving. Yes, so you take her position. Now the players will continue to talk, but now they're in charge. All right, continue.
Have you learned your lesson, Richard?
Oh no, I haven't. Why don't you teach it to me? The only thing that could soothe this hatred is more of that beautiful music.
Well, Richard, why don't we try playing
Alrighty, now, as you remember, we played a game that Matt made up that has never been seen before on stage. I've done the same. But this one is so convoluted, we need to draw it for you. This is a game called Everybody's John. This is John. And there's 3 people in his head. So, for this game, we're going to need Gabe, Matt, Austin, I forget who else, Noelle and Jessica. Players to the front. All right, for this game, Matt and Gabe, get out of here. That'll make explaining easier. These are the only people that aren't John. All 3 of these people collectively are John. They're different personalities that live in John's head. And throughout the scene, they will be swapping out to take the place of John. Now, these personalities inside of John's head are each a different person trying to do something. And the first one to accomplish it while they're in charge of John wins. All right, so first, we will need an occupation.
Hairstylist. Twitch influencer.
A barber.
Welder!
You take one of the early ones. Hairdresser. All right, who is a hairdresser? Okay, this is our hairdresser. What does a hairdresser try to do?
Dress hair.
Braid someone's hair.
Dye it purple. Wax nostrils.
They're trying to wax someone's nostrils. Scratch that, just in case they might have heard me because I was yelling into the mic. What else would a hairdresser do?
Fix what your roommates. Pluck brows. Accidentally shave their eyebrow. Fix the bowl.
Shave off an eyebrow. Okay, so she wants to shave off an eyebrow. Now let's get a historical figure.
George Washington.
Alexander Hamilton.
George
Andrew the Great.
Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin. Good old Benny G. F. Alright. What is something? That's why I wasn't in alphabet soup. What is something that Benjamin Franklin would try to do?
He's someone with a fire pipe.
Get a Finish facing on the planet.
Shock someone with static electricity.
Another thing.
Steal some.
What?
Yeah.
Steal the Declaration of Independence. Grave robbery.
Alright. You know.
Grave robbery. That's what Benjamin Franklin's trying to do today. And finally, we need a fictional character. Blue's Clues. Yes, the dog. All right. So you know nothing about Blue's Clues?
No, I do.
Okay, good. Not a heathen on my team. All right. What is Blue's Clues trying to do?
Find
a Ooh.
Check the mail.
Get the mail. Blue's Clues is trying to get the mail. All right. So now that we have all of our different Johns, Jessica, you're going to start as John. And on 3, let's get their players back in here. 1, 2, 3. Players! Alrighty. Finally, to start us off, give us a location on this planet. Egypt. Your suggestion is Egypt. Players, are you ready?
Yes! Go labor, build my pyramid.
Frankly, I haven't been here before, but... Oh,
What do you mean? You've been working for me for your entire life.
well, I happen to prefer freedom, frankly.
That is a slight issue, because I would prefer you build my pyramid.
Austin, you're John.
Look, bud, I should not be doing this menial labor.
Bud?
Do you know how many mysteries I've solved in my life?
Do you know who chose me to be the pharaoh?
I don't care who made you pharaoh. We got mysteries to solve, and we got tasks to do, so let's get them done.
You're darn right.
Noelle, you're John.
Tasks to do.
Oh, honey, I know, but don't worry. When I'm done, you're gonna be beautiful.
Knock, knock. It's Greece.
Oh, it's nice to meet you.
Oh,
I
nice
knew
to
his
meet you
little
too.
friend.
I don't know what this means.
This means that this is mine now.
This is my half-finished pyramid, and you can't take it.
Oh, drama, you know, huh? You know, this reminds me of the time.
Jessica, you're John.
Yeah, this reminds me of the time that I sided with Greece, which is right now.
revolt.
I'm actually going to, since I'm siding with you, I think the first thing we should do is dig up his pyramids. You know?
You worked so hard on them.
Oh, dang!
Austin, you're John.
I like where your head's at.
Exactly. You don't know what kind of documents might be down there that we should get. Well, that's the quarter of the pyramid down.
Oh no.
Help me with other halves.
This is going to go terribly wrong. They're going to see that I was not actually chosen by God, but I just decided I was.
Noelle, you're John.
And I wrote it down on a piece of paper that we invented.
Honey, I know, it can be so sad when things just don't go your way, but you know,
It really is. You're part of the problem, I hope you realize.
I'm really sorry. I think I can maybe fix, let me see this real quick.
Yeah, it's very large and it's one.
Wow! That's wonderful for me because, you know, do you happen to have anything sharp?
Austin, you're John.
I was going to behead you for disobeying me. But, I mean, if you're on my side again, here.
Oh, thanks. This will be perfect to open up that box he found.
A stone.
Jessica, you're John.
And on one side is Egyptian, another Greek, and the third Latin. You didn't tell me the Romans were already here?
I may have had them over for dinner once or twice.
No, you're John.
Oh, I love when we have get-togethers. Oh, you know, honey. Oh, and while we're talking about getting together, I just really would love to just fix a little something.
Austin, you're John.
Actually, you're beautiful just the way you are. This rock, it contains a message for us.
Jessica, you're John.
The message is, 4 feet down.
No, you're done!
Not my wife!
Wait 1 moment. Okay, beautiful. Let me just make you pretty.
Alrighty. Whew, there's a lot of conflict there, wasn't there? Fun fact, that's our first ever 5-person game. And that was right. So, with all that conflict, let's move on to our next game, which really thrives on the split in the club. This game is called You Can't Handle the Scene, and keyword coming, Matt, Jessica, Austin, Andrew, play us to the front! Alright, this is called You Can't Handle the Scene because there's actually only one scene happening, and both of these groups are the only people in the scene. They will swap out for each other. If any one of them decides that the other person is doing anything wrong, they will object to what's happening in the scene, at which point I will either sustain or overrule it. If I sustain it, they go in and swap out for the people who are doing that heinous thing of doing something wrong in improv, where everything needs to be right. Alright, for this game, we need a suggestion of something you would find in a tin box.
Toothbrush.
Rub a duck! That is your suggestion. Take it as you will. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Quack. Quack. Quack.
Have you finished the invention?
I have. I believe I've invented this.
It's so
yellow.
It's the first time I've seen this color in ages. Where did you find it?
I simply combined rubber and paint, and behold, ducks.
Genius!
Objection! That's not how ducks are made.
Sustained!
I combined ducks and ducks. Ducks! Like a cluster duck of some sort. That it is!
Objection!
Yeah.
This is a family-friendly show.
Okay, sustained. You're not wrong.
It's just a rubber duck. But how is this going to help us in the war with the fish people?
Well, I figured that if we made enough of them, but the problem is I'm turning it by hand. I can only make so many at a time.
Objection! The ducks need teeth if they're going to fight the fish people.
Ooh, sustained.
It has worked perfectly!
Wow!
Yes!
Get it off! Call up your attack duck, please!
My assistant, Richard, you have been chosen for a noble cause to test my attack duck.
Objection, that cause is not noble.
Together, with your blood, we shall overthrow the lake and take it as our own.
Oh no, my blood's in the water!
It'll be mostly my
The
own.
fish can smell it, they're coming!
Not the carnivorous fish!
Well, not carnivorous ducks!
Oh,
Objection! Matt is not scared enough of the carnivorous fish.
oh, carnivorous fish are terrifying. Sustained.
They're terrifying! Wait, when the duck bit my nose, I feel a bill growing. What did you put in these?
My own special concoction of duck, and duck!
Objection! It was duck, duck, and goose! That's also why they run around you in circles.
They can fly! Go!
Oh, yes. Well, I guess no one gets the lake now. Or it is gone.
Objection.
Yeah.
That's way too underwhelming. The explosion! It's made the lake 3 times bigger! Which consequently triples the number of fish! Objection! No!
I don't know, Matt, overruled.
There's only one thing to do! We have to fight them ourselves!
Duck machine gun go!
Objection! I think hand-to-hand combat makes more sense.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, you know what's better than a game that you made up?
What?
Another game that I made up! Okay, this is a game called Butterfly Effect, and for this game, we need every player to the front. Now, this game of Butterfly Effect, you know what Butterfly Effect is. Somebody steps on a butterfly in Missouri, and suddenly Texas is no longer part of the United States. It's happened. So, in this game, there will be one single location. And at any time, our players can switch at what time that location is being perceived on our end. And then they will come in and show us what happened in that place at that time. That's the game. All right, so we all just need their location. So give me a location north of the South Pole.
Mars.
Texas.
The moon.
The Great Wall. I won't say which one. All right, we are at the Great Wall. Take that as you will. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
One year before the wall building, I think this shall be the spot where you shall build the wall.
Again with the walls.
Look, this house only has 3. I need somewhere that I can be alone.
I love you, man. We really gotta open up to people. Do this for me. I'll build the wall for you.
Yes,
But
I'll let you in it.
you will?
Yes.
In the present,
You're not Richard. Don't tell me he outsourced.
it's contracting when it's in the same country.
Meanwhile, 6 months before the original scene. Look, I don't care how you do it. Just make a hole in that wall.
What wall?
The one I'm contracting you to build, son.
Right.
3,000 years later. Wait, I got something. It's writing. It looks like he had them build a wall, but then someone else built it for him? That doesn't make sense. Hold on.
Meanwhile, 5 years before the house was originally built.
Okay, so I drew up these plans, and even numbers are kind of lame. So I was thinking 3 walls instead of 4. What do you think?
Good plan. And I planted the surveillance equipment into these brick mortars.
Oh,
So once they build the wall, we'll be able to hear everything that's spoken. And remember, once our operative says the code word gold, we're going to rush in and arrest them.
Oh, sounds good. Sounds good.
In the present,
I mean, I guess you're doing a good job. It's just hard for me ever since, my father left when I was young, and I just haven't really been able to connect to people. So the fact that we've had this time here to really, it's been.
sorry, I realize that could be interpreted as disinterest, but actually someone's supposed to arrive.
No, I feel
Here
our
in
friend
the
is like, Steven, you finished with that wall yet? This is awkward.
This is awkward. You know what, me and Steven? No, you're both Steven. Steven here has built this wall, and this wall is golden. It is beautiful.
Guys, I'm sorry to tell you. I'm sorry to tell you, but I have failed.
What?
We're gonna end on time.
Organization.
Man, you're right, too organized. too much for my own good. We're actually on to our last game, but first, we can buy some time with announcements! Gross. Boo the announcements. Okay, first announcement. If you want to be able to do this, or any of that, you can come and join us in improv practice. It's in the Crabtree building. They're better stage than this. Every Thursday at 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Come and do it. And then one day, you can be like us, because we know that's your aspiration in life. Hey, you guys are in the club. That's cheating. All right. Our next announcement is there is another show later. Unfortunately, not today, but April 8th or 9th or both. Stay tuned.
Wait, where would they go if they want to see when we post the final date?
Whoa! It's almost like that's the third announcement. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or I guess Twitter, though nothing will ever be posted. So probably Facebook and Instagram, and also if you have garbage that we have thrown to you that you brought in, or that we are, just carry it home with you.
Wait, what is our username on those social medias for them to
Gross.
follow us?
More order. Fine. It's LOL at BYU.
LOL.BYU.
LOL.BYU. That's just a smaller at. What? It's spelled out I'm bad at spelling. LOL. How do you spell BYU? Alright, that's it for announcements because I hate them. No, we're not doing alphabet soup again. Okay. Yeah, we're on to our last game. Say ah.
Stop stalling!
Fine. This game is called Playground Insults. This will be the final match between Matt and I to truly show who's the best, and so I'm giving it to Gabe. Okay.
For this game, we need everyone but Austin players to the front! All right. And I need the M names to go away.
We're leaving anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
That's right. Whoa! I don't know how he did that. Where were we? Right, playground. So, this is a versus guessing game. What? This is a versus guessing game. It's Marshall versus Matt. We're finally doing the thing we put on the poster. And whoever wins this wins nothing. But here's how it works. The stage is currently a playground for children. And Matt and what's the other one named? I just said it. Marshall. Matt and Marshall. It's okay, we've been friends for 4 years. Matt and Marshall are irate children who are having an argument. They're trying to insult each other. But on this particular playground, insults have to be formatted specifically. Which means that I'm going to build the insult with your help, and then they are going to have to guess what the insult is by receiving it from the other 4 people. So, Matt is going to stand over here, and those two are going to communicate the insult to him using charades. So, let's start. The format for this insult is you are an adjective, noun, that verbs. So the final insult will be something like, you are a dumb dummy who stupids. But like with a real verb. So, first let's get the adjective from this side of the audience. Any adjective. Squishy. Yes, squishy. Okay, so this half of this middle section. Let's get a noun.
Seal. Dinosaur.
Seal. 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 And over here, let's get a verb unrelated to squishy or seal.
Let's start with S. Sneeze. Start with S. Sneeze. Sneeze.
I feel like sneeze might be incredibly easy to communicate through charades.
Drowns. Prioritize.
Drowns. Yes, very good, very good. So, the final insult that they will have to guess is, you are a squishy seal that drowns. Okay. On the count of 3, please yell players so they can come back in. 1, 2, 3. And as they come on stage, one thing I forgot to mention is that they're going to take turns. So that they don't talk over each other, only one person can guess the insult at a time, and they're going to switch off every 20 seconds. Okay, players, are you ready?
Who starts? Yes.
Matt, you start.
All right. You know what? You're dumb. I don't. You know what? You're a dense. You're just a real dense. Man, you don't even know. Oh, but sometimes I love you. So, not right now, because right now you are tiny. You are squished. You are a squishy. You are squishy. Very squishy.
Well, you are also you're like a seal. You're so sealy. You're a drowning seal. You're just so pathetic. You're like a seal that drowns. Drowning? You see, I'm going to call you an adjective. I don't know if that's been defined yet. Drowning? I'm sure you drown all the time when you're clapping. It's the second part, it's a seal. The third, okay, so you're a squishy seal? You're a squishy seal that drowns?
One more! Well, Mr. Ethereal. Now we know how the game works. Yeah. So, that almost lasted a minute. Okay. So, I'm going to give us all 10 seconds to think of harder words. Maybe you've played a real game of charades and you've struggled particularly with a word, and I'm gonna let's just count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, wait. Hold on. This section. I'm going in reverse this time. This section. Give me an adjective. Turbulent. Yes. Turbulent. Yes. There we go. Now we're talking. This section, a noun.
Ice cream.
Snowball. Caramel.
Asteroid.
Yeah. Stepdad. Verb.
Calculate. Disappoint. Spokes?
Wait, repeat one. Repeat. Everyone who said something, repeat it.
Calculate. Disappoint.
Yeah, that's okay. Calculate. Calculate.
So we go over this again.
Okay, on 3. What? Oh yeah. Braden, what is it?
You are a turbulent stepdad that calculates.
1, 2, 3. What? It is 20 seconds.
What? Okay.
Yeah, the second one was a little bit long, but the whole thing was less than a minute, so...
Cool.
Players, are you ready?
Yes! You are still dumb and you're flying, you're plane. You're like a real plane guy. That was plane. You're a plane, you're a pilot, you're just a driver. You drive all over the place. You're so good. I'm sorry, I saw him put the whistle in his mouth and I panicked.
So you are a just absolute worst. I gotta say, you are a shaken up group of little people. You're flying, you're going up and down like a roller coaster. poster. Man, look at you go. You horrible flying, wings are breaking, wind are blowing.
You are turbulent. You're not just turbulent, you're also dumb and stupid. And I don't like you. You're a turbulent babysitter. You're a turbulent guardian. You help children walk around because you're a great.
You're so small. You're a turbulent adult. You're a turbulent babysitter. You're a turbulent teacher. You are a turbulent criticizer of all things good. You are a turbulent baby man. Turbulent rockabye little man.
Hell, you're a stupid head. You're also, we're married. Or we're divorced. That's what they are. You're a turbulent single parent. You're a turbulent, stepdad. You also smell bad.
Well, you're also a turbulent stepdad who writes on a calculator and calculates your math.